Whoppa Gangnam Style. Oh, look at that! We actually had to do our own intro because the software is broken and will refuse to play any music. So, hello.
Hello.
This is 4-Bit Gaming, show number 14, starting 5 minutes late because I was not impressed with the software breaking. I thought I could fix it. Didn't happen. But we got webcam. You can see Ben. Woo!
Yes, yep, hello.
On the other news, you can't see Painey because he's not here. No explanation.
He's
Just
bored of the show.
did a Chris. So, you know.
Chris is online for once, though, in all fairness.
Funny. I know.
We kick him, and he's online.
I know. Anyway, never mind. So, let's kick off with the news. Go for it, Ben.
Okay, right, first bit of news is Diablo 3. They've been adding, or wanting to add PvP to it for ages. I always thought they were going to do 1v1, but apparently they've had plans for a team deathmatch, which, because none of the classes are balanced, they've had trouble getting it out because they don't want to rebalance all the classes because they want to keep all of the spells and stuff the same because they all work well. So they've had to sort of push back a team deathmatch and change it so it fits in with the lore as well. So it's got a kind of story to it, so it's replayable.
Right.
Because they think that someone won't want to play the same thing over and over again for ages. Which,
yeah.
I mean, I think, considering Call of Duty is the same thing for ages, I'm not 100% sure that I agree with that, but
yeah, I suppose it's a different sort of game mechanic, you know.
Yeah, I think if you want to grind and get good gear, then PvP. How do you get gear from that without making people rage quit because they're losing every game and not getting anything and stuff?
Yeah.
But I think they're still going to go ahead with 1v1 in the next patch, which should be out next year, probably January, sometime or February. So that should still be 1v1 PvP, but any other plans for a different type of game mode, like Team Deathmatch or whatever they decide to do, capture a flag, resplendent chest hunting, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's going to be pushed back however long. But I don't know. A couple of online game modes would be quite cool, I reckon. Yeah.
I mean, have you done much PvP on World of Warcraft? Because obviously that's...
I've never done Arena.
No.
But I do Battlegrounds occasionally. If I'm bored, I just go in a Battleground and piss people off. But
I think I've done a Battleground. I know I've done... It's the only two types of PvP, Battleground and Arena.
You can do duels as well.
Oh, okay. Well, no. I've been in a Battleground then.
There's quite a few. There's about 10 now, I think. And
that didn't go well.
No surprises.
No. It was you had to control certain locations, I think. Am I right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
And it was sort of like Team Deathmatch because you're all roaming around. I think I played a rogue when I was there, and that just
One of the best PvP classes there is.
Really? Well, I'm rubbish with a rogue.
Trouble is with rogues, you just get stunned, and then they put all their poisons on you and run away. So you're dead before you even have a chance to chase them or see where they are.
I thought rogues are melee, aren't they?
Yeah.
That'll be why.
But they can blink around and run and do
and they're
crazy
supposed
shit.
to be stealthy as well. Two of my worst traits. Anyway, so it will be good to see how that pans out. Hopefully, more than probably January, because they've been quite slow on the old updates.
Definitely.
Yeah,
they haven't released an update for 3-4 months now since the old one, which we actually
The last stuff was the Monster Power, was it? Or?
Yeah, one of the first shows we did. Was when it came out. So
wow.
Was that 3-4 months ago?
But yeah, no, I haven't played Diablo 3 for a long time, so I might, if they patch some new stuff, maybe I'll look into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good game, but I just rather complete Torchlight first, and then decide what one of them I want to do the best. Like out of Diablo and Torchlight, I prefer like Diablo's controls are so much easier to get used to than Torchlight's, because you can just remap all your keys and then just make it really easy to, like 1, 2, 3, 4, really simple. Hold down tab, hold down space. That's what I do, and then you just click and stop and shoot and whatever. Yeah. And it's really easy to sort of like whatever it's called. I can't even remember, but like shoot stuff from far away so you don't get hit.
Yep.
But you can't really do that in Torchlight because all the space is like menu, tab is swap spells. There's like 1 through 0 it's all different spells and potions and whatever.
Wow, so there are more spells on Torchlight than Diablo.
Yeah, like you can only use 2 like class spells at a time. Yeah. But you can get spell scrolls, so you can get like a healing scroll, fireball scroll. So whatever, I only use a healing scroll just to heal myself occasionally. But there's a lot more to it really. It's a lot less simpler to grind and farm and stuff on end game, I imagine. So
yeah, okay.
Looking forward.
Fair enough. So that's the Diablo news. Yeah, this is slow going. Anyway, tomorrow's New Year's Eve, by the way, if you didn't know. So we wish you a happy New Year. So we've got other bits of news. The UK chart being that Black Ops 2 was crowned, took the #1 spot for the Christmas charts. Oh dear, Google just came up over Ben's face.
Did it?
It did. But yeah, no, this is the fact that over Christmas, Black Ops 2 had the most, and it also was at the top spot for 6 consecutive weeks, which is the most for the games this year.
Nice.
So what do you think of that?
I'm not really surprised, to be honest. But one thing that is striking me is that Ubisoft have 3 games on the top 10, and that's surprises really.
Albeit Just Dance 4 is aimed at a completely different market.
Yeah.
So the people who would play Far Cry would probably not touch Just Dance 4. That's just a generalisation, obviously.
Yeah,
some people do.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at the top, to be honest, because it's one of the biggest releases this year. I mean, the amount of people that bought it anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised Need for Speed Most Wanted is out there. I thought that was an old game. I haven't actually heard much about it.
It was. There's a Most Wanted that came out ages ago. Yeah. And they've just released it. Another one that's called Most Wanted. I don't know if it's the same game, just updated. I wouldn't imagine it would be, but never know with EA. It probably is, like FIFA is. So.
But no, yeah. We got Halo 4 up there. I expect it to be a bit higher than 8.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It is only one console, though, isn't it?
I know, but still, it is a massive, when you think of... I know Far Cry... Yeah, maybe it's because it's one console, but if you think of Far Cry and Halo, I would say Halo's far more.
Halo's, definitely a lot bigger than Far Cry, but... No, Far Cry is definitely a big game now.
Yeah, and apparently the third one's good.
Hitman Absolution, I want to get that, but I don't have enough money.
That actually looks good. I think it was criticised for having like slutty people in.
You can go into a strip club.
Yeah.
And just stand there looking at boobs.
Is that why you want it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, I've got an email.
Oh. Who from?
I don't know. Well, but talking about emails, we have had a couple of people ask whether they can let's play 4-bit gaming. So keep tuned to our YouTube channel for that. We're putting them on a trial basis, and if you guys like them, we're going to keep them on the team doing more content. So hopefully what we hope to have is actually a new piece of content out every day once we build up more and more people. as well as the live streams. But obviously we'll get to that in an update video in the new year. So yeah, we've gone over Black Ops 2, the chart topper. This other thing is Xbox 360. And whether this is the final year for the 360.
Yeah, I
because there's loads of rumours that it's come quite apparent that it looks like the new console will be released tomorrow.
Yeah,
I was
it's
going
my
to say
next
tomorrow.
article of news.
Yeah.
Do you want me just to blend this in?
Sorry?
Do you want me to blend my Xbox 720 and PS4 news in now? Just.
Go for it.
Basically, the Xbox 720, or whatever it's going to be called, Xbox Next, apparently.
Durango.
Yeah, really? Is meant to be out next year, towards the winter. PS4 has had some delays with hardware and whatever, so that's not going to be out till 2014 probably. So it's going to be like a year after Xbox 720, just like it was last time. So it will lose a bit of money, I reckon. But yeah, carry on. Final year of Xbox 360.
No, I've been looking at some articles, and obviously they say when the original Xbox went out of fashion, there was massive, really, some of the console's best games that were delivered. So I wonder what the best games for the 360 will be this year, like, you know, to really polish it off. And how long they will actually produce games for the 360 after the new one comes out.
I think they stopped producing games for the Xbox, didn't they, when the 360 came out?
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation wise though, I'm sure they like.
Yeah, they stopped making
the
PlayStation
PS2.
2s. They stopped making PS2s last month, I think.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's a lot longer than Xbox.
But they made PS2s, PS2 games playable on the PS3, but they didn't do that with Xbox games. So I think they stopped doing it because none of the games were cross-transferable, consolable, whatever it's called.
Oh, really? So, Classic can't be played on 360?
I don't think so. Some can, but I remember trying with Time Splitters, and I could never get it to work.
Right.
But I definitely remember they stopped making Xboxes ages ago.
Fair
But they still used to make PlayStation 2 games, like even 3-4 years after I don't know, they might still make PlayStation 2 games now.
Yeah. I mean, I never
after
had
the PS3 at least.
I never had an original Xbox. I went through like the Nintendo consoles, Game Boys, and then PS2, and then 360.
I had PlayStation 1, and then I went to Xbox, and then 360.
Oh, right.
I think I had a PlayStation 2 for about a year, but it broke, and I got an Xbox instead.
The PS2 games we played, hopefully when I get some captures stuff set up, I can stream some PS2, because there are some games you just can't beat. Like SSX Tricky for one. You probably never played it, but no, they did actually bring out a new one called SSX. It's snowboarding for the Xbox.
Right, yeah.
I bought that.
Yeah.
I haven't played it much, to be honest, because it's not the same as Trekkie, which was absolutely amazing. Hours on hours. That one game was unbeatable.
Wow. You played an hour of a game, James. Jesus.
Exactly.
No, there's definitely some big games coming out next year, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, next year should be a good year.
Yeah, and obviously we wanna, because they'll obviously tie in probably a new game to when the Xbox releases.
I think Halo 5 is going to be released within the Xbox, maybe. I don't know, it's a bit too soon, really, like a year after, but I don't know, maybe. You imagine it usually is with a new console.
Yeah.
Something like Halo 5 or whatever another big game would be, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see what 2014 will be like in terms of games. Like if there's a new generation on like Xbox and PlayStation, like is there going to be a new generation in computers?
Yeah.
Like, is it possible to have a new generation, considering how far ahead we are already?
Well, no, computers are always updating
Yeah. So
for
we're
everyone.
like the computers that we've got are probably going to be, I don't know, still probably going to be better than the new Xboxes and stuff.
Oh yeah, the
But
computers are constantly upgrading.
yeah, but it will be I think it would be interesting to see what like new gameplay mechanics with the new consoles. Like they're meant to have like interactable like screens and whatever, sound recognition and stuff. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see like all that new stuff if it comes to PC.
Yeah.
So if they have more games like End War on PC or whatever, I think that would be quite cool. If they had a new way of interacting with your PC instead of keyboard and mouse.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll obviously have to figure out how that would happen, because you know the like computer gamers are used to using keyboard and mouse, Xbox controllers, and when you add like this new like Kinect, really the new way to play, it takes quite a while to settle in.
You wouldn't really want anything like the good thing about PC is the complexity. Like you can get a lot more controls and combos.
Yeah, exactly. A lot more customization to what you want.
Yeah, so I think PC users won't really want a sort of Kinect or something like that. But it'd be nice to, like, if you're having a game and you're like angry, like if I'm playing COD on the PC and I keep dying, and then like it makes my man equip like some extra armor because I've died and I'm shouting at it. See, that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
Never happened, but it'd be quite cool.
Yeah. No,
like,
I mean,
like
I think they should slowly introduce it is that a touchscreen accessory for the computer. See, like,
I think isn't Windows 8 meant to be for touchscreens anyway?
Yeah,
it's meant for like touchscreen Androids and stuff, but the interface is meant to be like draggy and stuff.
Yeah, that's a bit of a flop, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the Razer Switchblade or the Switchblade keyboard.
No.
Part of the keyboard is like an LED display, so you can have like, you can put your LOL cooldowns on the LEDs, so they actually, like, the cooldown thing is in the key.
That's really good.
Yeah, and something more on that I would like to see explored.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, having keys that change, that would be quite interesting, definitely.
And like, I mean, I don't get why the Twitch.
But there's you can get gaming PCs or gaming keyboards that have like screens on them, and like it shows a map on like the screen on the game you're playing or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Do they do
No.
that for LoL?
I think there was something like that for a while. I don't know if you could do it for LoL. We might be able to. But I think there's like a WoW specific keyboard that has a screen that shows map or infantry or something on it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But then does it just become a Wii U basically with a screen on a keyboard?
Yeah, but well, no.
Interesting.
Something for debate and something to see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Next article of news I picked up on was the Kickstarter controversy thing. Seems to be going along because a lot of people are sort of wondering, you know, whether big game manufacturers should actually get involved in, like, Kickstarter. If you don't know, is you create a page, people like donate to kickstart your project or whatever, and the big name developers, do you think they should get involved?
If someone
I don't
like
think
EA or something did, I wouldn't. No, I think if you've got enough money to do it anyway. But
yeah,
I mean, on that article, it says about Peter Molyneux, and he's a really big game designer. Of what was he used to work for, like Lion's Head or something, or whatever it's called. He made like really loads of big games and like Fable and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But he has started his own little game development company. So it's understandable to see why he'd need a Kickstarter, but you would have thought he'd be rich enough to do it himself, considering how, like all the games he's made.
I think it's a good idea for the right kind of people.
Yeah, if it's like an indie game,
Mm.
then I think that's fair enough. Like if Minecraft did a Kickstarter, like when it first got going,
I'm sure
I
loads
think
of
that
people would. Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be a really good idea, and it can really help the small companies.
Yeah, and it can
expand
it can
stuff.
bring games to life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Got any more news, or shall I continue?
No, I can. I don't know. I can do Ryan's news. He's
Okay,
only got
go
one.
for it.
So yeah, it's Dead Space.
I've just got to be excused for like 2 minutes, so take the reins.
Okay, alright. How do I be like Javo? How do I be like Javo? Alright, okay, I'm just going to carry on my news. So yeah, Dead Space 3 is going to come out next year, and they're releasing a demo in 22nd of January, it's planned for, and that will be on Xbox 360 and the PS3. I'm not sure if there's going to be a demo on the PC. All I know is that the Xbox 360 version should be coming a week before the PlayStation version. But it's a big game. It's coming out next year. It's definitely, I think it's got bigger as a series has gone on. Dead Space 3. So I've not played the first one or the second one, but I do want to get the third one because it looks like it should be really good. But apparently it's quite scary, and I'm hopeless with scary games, as we discussed last week. So just trying to find something. Dead Space. I'm running out, James. Help me.
Hello.
Hello. But it's interesting that they are doing a demo because not many games seem to do them. I remember last year when Xbox added the demos to it. There's quite a big influx of demos. All the new games are demos on, but I haven't really heard about demos for a while. So,
Yeah.
care to contribute, James?
No.
I've gone through it. I've gone through
played
it
Dead
quickly.
Space 2. I don't plan to play Dead Space 3.
I've put Dead Space 1 and 2 on my wish list because I want to play them and I want to get Dead Space 3, but I'm going to be scared. So
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
hours of fear.
yeah.
Yeah. Hello to anyone who's viewing, by the way. We've got a couple of viewers just tuned in. Please don't be afraid. We don't bite. Say hi in the shout box. And, we can have a little chat and you can interact with the show as we love you to do. So that was Dead Space 3. We've got one last news item, which is the story of Minecraft documentaries finished, and that follows on quite nicely from a Kickstarter project, because that was a Kickstarter. I'm not sure if they're selling the documentary yet, but I know if you pledged money in the Kickstarter, you get a free copy.
What is it then? Is it made in Minecraft or?
I don't think so. No, it's a documentary of Mojang, I think.
Alright.
And how an indie game develops and all that. Have you got any more light on that, or have you not heard much about it?
They made $210,000
Yeah, I know. There was quite a bit of money pledged
from 3,600 backers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some people rich.
Like 100 quid from each one.
Notch probably put
50, yeah,
20,000.
Yeah, the average pledge was $58.
Oh, that's very generous.
Good job the Humble Bundles on like that. Or not good for us, not good for the developers, obviously. But
no, but made by Two Player Productions. So you should check that out. I know I'm actually quite interested in the idea. So I'm probably gonna check the movie out. Hopefully it won't be too much. Yeah, obviously it's a documentary.
it was released last week?
Last week, yeah, finished.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, that's what the story's about. It was finished.
Okay, fair. Oh yeah. Fair enough.
Anyway, that brings us up to 7 o'clock, and that brings us to the end of the news.
Are we on time? Have we overrun? I think we've done quite well this week, to be honest.
Yeah.
It usually lasts about 5 minutes, and everyone gets bored.
I know. So now we're on to question of the week, and as you can see
No, we're
at the
not.
bottom.
No, we're not. 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 No, we're not.
What?
No, we're not.
What are we doing?
Bargain bucket?
That was like old. We'll do question of the week first.
Oh, damn it.
The question of the week, as you can see below, is what indie game have you played the most? And we go over to Ben, who should have an answer straight on.
Yes, I should. It's Orcs Must Die 2. I played a little bit of the first one, but I got Orcs Must Die 2 a couple of weeks ago, and I've already racked up about 5-10 hours on it, just sitting there, clicking furiously, spamming. But no, it's interesting. It's not interesting. It's quite fun. It's just nice to be able to click and own everything.
Yeah, because of course we had that on the bargain bucket.
Yes, did we?
We did.
Did we?
I bargained, bucketed it.
Jesus, fair enough. So yeah, you
Yeah,
throw me off
good
my
points,
stride.
bad points.
Good
I know
points.
We
I
probably
think
covered that most in the bargain bucket.
It's fun. It's got strategy to it, but without actually being difficult.
Yeah,
So
so
for the
it's
first couple of levels, it's like you can spam spike traps everywhere, and then towards the later levels, it's like you've got to freeze them to stop them regenerating health, and then spike trap them and stuff.
so
like
you would
that.
say it was strategy, but simple enough to
But
be like
simple and fun. It's not like micro like StarCraft would be or whatever. It's just
so
nice, fun, simple.
Yeah. So it would be a casual game to pass the time more than a game you would play.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So for me, the one I played the most now is The Binding of Isaac. Mainly because I've not been good at it, and I've been trying to progress further. And the more you play, obviously, the more easier it is you get. Like I get onto level 3 mostly now. When I'm on a good day, isn't that right, Ben?
Yeah, I usually get to caves level 1. I've got to catacombs level 1, which is level 5. It might be level 3. I don't know. I've got to level 5 a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it just as soon as you get to the later bosses, they're just ridiculous. Unless you've got loads of damage, it just gets crazy.
Oh, damn it.
Are you going to say that? What's that mean? Is that Ryan? What's he saying? Oh, fuck.
Wow.
So that's where our other member is today, guys.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, go us.
Yeah, so, we'll carry on.
Carry on.
I've lost my thought. Oh, yeah, Binding of Isaac. What did you say?
Good points, bad points. You need to be lucky, don't you, I think?
Yeah, true.
More about luck than skill.
I like the randomness of each playthrough.
Yeah. It'd just be nice, I think, for my opinion, sorry for like ruining your game of the week or whatever, or question of the week, but I just think it'd be nice to have a bit more skill to it than just hope you get a good upgrade early on.
Yeah. I mean, I find the movement quite hard, personally.
Mm.
I'm not very good at dodging everything, because
Yeah,
I literally just hold down mouse button to fire, and then focus on the movement.
Yeah, I think if there's only a couple of enemies, it's fine. My webcam keeps cutting in and out.
I know.
It's flashing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not moving enough.
No, it keeps going big and like small. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. I think if there's like more than 2 like types of enemies, like the ones that fire like from every direction, like the pork chops or whatever they are, that fire like top, like they're really annoying. Because you have to like run at an angle to get the bullets to slope, but then if there's a fly or something else that's shooting at you directly, then you've got to like go in spirals, and it's really weird.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit frustrating.
Once there's loads of like different mobs, it's quite hard to like judge, how you're going to avoid everything.
Like different tactics for each. Like some of them, they're like the turtle ones, and they don't take any damage unless they're up. So you've got to kind of go close to them to get them to shoot you, but then dodge out of the way and run back and then shoot them at the same time.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. But no, I think it's a good game as well, James. Good pick, James. Good pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the second But the second one I played the most actually is probably Faster Than Light. Maybe Amnesia. But I want to talk about Faster Than Light. It's probably going to be might be on the bargain bucket. So I won't say that.
Could do a let's play, maybe.
Yeah,
be a bit boring, but we could do a little bit.
I think it's really good. I always play with Team 4-Bit, Burloin, Painkiller P, and Javo. First, Ben's always the guy in the engine room.
Oh, yeah.
And he always dies from oxygen suffocation. But he got abducted by aliens on the first run.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Painkiller P died in a fire. Trying to repair the oxygen.
Yeah.
And what did I get? I got abducted as well.
Ouch.
I know. And we got boarded. God.
I get boarded all the time. It's annoying though, because fires are the bane of my life.
Yeah, fires.
But the worst thing is when you're either in a nebula or they shoot your sensors down and then cause a fire. You don't, like earlier, I didn't realise there was a fire there.
Oh,
and
really?
I did about two separate jumps, and then everything just turned red, and I was like, why is everything red? And then I just saw like my sensors. I got out of the nebula, and everything just went boom, like everything was just covered in fire. There's hole cracks and everything, no oxygen.
Seriously, the whole ship was on fire.
The whole ship was all more or less on fire because it'd all been blacked out, and I just got out of the nebula,
Yeah.
and then everything just.
But
was on
surely,
fire.
don't you have your guys in separate rooms?
Yeah, but they all just. The trouble is that if there's fire, to get rid of the fire, I opened like whatever it's called,
Outer doors.
the outer doors to let the oxygen in.
Yeah.
And then all of the stuff was broken, so I went back in, and there was no oxygen. And then they all just died because there was no oxygen, but there was fire, and I couldn't get them out of the way of the fire, and I couldn't hear them because all the hearing stuff was broken. So I was just.
Yeah.
Everything, like the worst possible scenario happened.
But yeah, I think that's a really good game, and we'll definitely
I
either
think
review it, stream it, or let's play it
Yeah, definitely.
sometime soon.
Needs to.
What would your second be?
I played Castle Crashers quite a lot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've got quite far to that. I'm about level 20 now.
Yeah. See,
I think-
again, I class that game as a sort of passing the time game rather than a game I would
It's nice to
properly play.
yeah, like when I'm like at my computer, like for Castle Crashers, you're like it's recommended to use controller. So like normally when I play game, I'm like sitting back like this, and you're not like really in the zone because I can't play computer games forward because it just seems really weird and uncomfortable. But when I've got my Xbox controller in, I play forward and actually get into the game, and I get like really intense, like into like mashing all the buttons and concentrating. So I'm just there for like 3 hours, just like concentrating on the game. I think it's a good game,
I don't get that.
but it's just
Personally.
it does get repetitive though after like 20 different levels of the same thing. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that was the question of the week.
Questions.
Now we're moving on to the bargain bucket. And this week, it was Javo's turn.
Javo.
And what did I do?
A virus named Tom.
I did a virus called Tom.
Named.
Was it called or named? I put called on the overlay. It was probably named.
Virus called. Virus called. Wow.
Named.
Hey, is this Tom? Oh, hi, it's Virus speaking. How are you?
Shut up, bitch. Well, now we've corrected that small error. Yeah, so I bought this off of Steam in, I think, just before the Christmas sale, actually, for about £2.50, £2.49, I think.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you've ever played the Microsoft, have you ever heard of the Microsoft Entertainment Pack?
No.
You probably never had it. It was like a selection of 10 games on floppy disk.
Oh,
it was
floppy
good
disks.
stuff.
Good old days.
It was like you put it in. I think it required 2 floppy disks to install.
Oh,
It was good stuff. And I hope to be finding my floppy disks or getting them off of eBay of that. Because there was a game called Chips Challenge, which I used to love. It was a puzzle game. And it was really simple and really crap graphics, but it was awesome.
Yeah. And
I'm hoping to do a Let's Play or something of that. So yeah, also, why I brought that up was on the Microsoft Entertainment Pack was a game called Pipe Dream, which is where water's in the pipe or something, acid or whatever, and you have to connect the pipes up in a sort of puzzle fashion, so that the water doesn't come out of the pipes and ruin. So you got to feed the water to wherever it's got to go in a certain time. And basically, a virus called Tom is a newer version of that. Basically, you've got this evil megacorp that want to take over the world or something, and you've got to infect their systems. So Tom's the virus, and you've got to sort of like connect up the pipes from the virus source to get like the whole maze infected.
Okay.
So there's not a beginning and an end. You just have to get every piece infected with the virus to ruin this piece of software or hardware.
Alright. Is there like missions or?
Yeah, there are
Is it just
missions
one
like
massive
you. It's a whole storyline. There's co-op story, single player story, and sort of extras for co-op things. So
Alright.
obviously I'm running through the single player story, and you've got like tweaks like what is it? So you're a virus, and you've got a certain amount of power. So that's like your time limit, basically, because power drains.
Yeah.
And also there are robots inside to try and stop you.
Okay.
So obviously if you crash into these robots defending the sort of system, you lose like power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I think
Well,
it's quite fun. Yeah, it's quite challenging, the puzzles somehow.
Yeah.
Cause,
Or does it get harder?
Yeah,
like each
as
level?
you get later, like there is now like red tiles which stop the virus spreading. So if your virus touches a red tile, it just turns it all red and ruins the virus. And there are things called glitches where, you know, you've got these defense robots, and if you place a glitch, and then if a robot runs into a glitch, then it stops, and then if another robot runs into that glitch, then it blows up. It's quite good, and obviously it gets more complex as you go along, both with puzzles and the sort of things you have against you and to use.
Alright.
So I think it's overall, again, I don't know whether it would be a main game I would play, but I have played quite a bit of it, and it has been enjoyable.
Quite a lot.
Especially, so obviously it's mainly puzzle indie, but I think it's a good buy, especially for $2.49 or something. So there you go. Storyline, it's good, but obviously it's simple because it's Pipe Dream basically. So I'd probably do 7 out of 10 for that.
Alright.
Gameplay, probably 8 out of 10. I like the way you move the tiles, place the glitches, and have enemies that can destroy you. Graphics, probably again, maybe 9 out of 10, because although it isn't graphically amazing, it doesn't need to be for that type of game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, overall for that type of game, I think a 7.5/8. I'm undecided.
So quite good then.
Yeah, I like it. And I think if you're into the puzzle sort of games, it's quite a good challenge. Any questions?
No, is there like a co-op or multiplayer or anything?
Yeah, as I said, there's a co-op story, which I presume is different. I haven't actually had anyone else to play with yet, so I haven't tried that out.
Gift me a copy, and then we can try it out.
Oh yeah, and also a good feature is you can play with my Xbox controller, and B, you can also play on the keyboard 3 times over. So if you want, you can have 4 people playing on one computer at the same time.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting.
Quite cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I know some games have like WASD and then IJKL and whatever.
Yeah, that's it. WASD, IJKL, arrow keys and num keys, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Also, you could have 4 Xbox controllers.
That would be insane.
Yeah. So it's like there's a co-op story, which I take it you obviously work together, and then there's also co-op battle, which you try and. I think it's like you remember that game of squares where whoever completes the square gets that block,
Yeah.
and you have to try and get the most ones.
Mm.
There's that type of game on the battle mode, so you just draw around it and get the block, and that's locked yours unless someone kills you.
Mhm.
And then that gets unlocked, and it's like whoever can get the most wins.
Fair enough.
So it's quite fun.
It's what, yeah, £2, whatever. Sounds quite good.
Exactly. Yeah, is that it for your questions?
I think so.
We're rocketing through this. So what have we got next?
Feature 1, Feature 2, Feature 3, Feature 4. Gaming accessory.
We were going to do a Binding of Isaac competition.
I don't think we should.
I have been doing quite a lot of Binding of Isaac on stream.
I think it will last too long.
Yeah, we could end with that.
If anyone wants to stay and watch, we can. We do a show, and then just put that on at the end if we want to.
Yeah. Okay. So we move on to the gaming accessory, obviously, and this is, I don't know, it's not dedicated to gaming, but I use them and I think it's quite good. It's the Acer 24-inch LED monitors, and I have 2 of them connected right now. They're absolutely amazing.
Do you know what model it is?
Model. If you go on Amazon and type Asus 24-inch monitor, it's the first one.
160 quid?
I got mine for about 120 when they were bought. I'll just have a quick look. Check the model.
Acer or Asus?
Acer.
Oh.
£125. The model is the S240HL. Full HD widescreen monitor with LED backlight. I like it because the LED is really nice. I like it because it's got 3 ports on the back of each: DVI, HDMI and VGA, so you're spoilt for choice. The only problem I have had at the moment is when I plug my Xbox into the HDMI and the computer into the DVI and have both on at the same time, I can't seem to change sources.
Okay.
But maybe that's something I'm doing wrong. But otherwise, I think they're amazing monitors. What are your opinion? Because obviously you've seen them.
I've seen your screens, and I thought as soon as I came in, I was like, wow, they look lush. So definitely LED monitors are the way to go now. I think they look so much better than LCDs. And 125 quid's not that bad actually.
I think they're good, really good for 125. I mean, the new one, I'm probably going to upgrade to is
34-inch,
a 27-inch, because that's going to be amazing to play
steep.
games. I know, and that's probably going to come with the new build, and like you'll see that when we start streaming from the PC good games, because my computer can't handle playing a good game and streaming a good game at the same time, as you all probably know from when we streamed Metro 2033. Anyway, so pros and cons. I think the base is quite sturdy. It has a sort of metal docking sort of attachment to the actual monitor, and as you know, I'm at uni. I've taken these back from uni, kept the original boxes, but they're quite easy to disassemble and then reassemble at uni and all that. I mean, obviously they take a while to pack because I want to make sure they don't get damaged. But yeah, I haven't had any problems with taking them to and from uni. Movie watching. I mean, I know this is a bit off topic, but I think they are okay for that. I do quite a lot of movie watching on them. I think they're probably not the best quality. I mean, I think the refresh rate and stuff is a bit higher than others, but for the price, I think they're well worth it. So if you want a decent monitor, I would go for these. That's the Asus 24-inch LED monitor S240HL. The model number there, yeah. So anything to add on that, or are we done with that?
I don't know. I've got anything else to add. Just, I think my monitor's 21-inch. It costs £100. It's just a normal OTD, and yours definitely looks a lot nicer. It's big, and it looks.
Oh, it's big.
Looks really nice as well.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant.
We're good.
So it looks like we're heading towards the end of the show, guys. We got about 9 minutes left, and
Yes.
I think we were going to end with a summary of 2012 as tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So go for it. Your best game of 2012.
Best game. Awesome. Game I've played the most, Skyrim, probably.
Why?
I'd say that's probably been one of the best games.
Okay. Explain.
I don't know, just it's Elder Scrolls, isn't it? I played Oblivion. I've never played any of the first three, so I missed out on a lot there. But as soon as I completed Oblivion, I wanted to get a new Elder Scrolls. So I've been waiting for a while to get Skyrim, and now I've got it, and I just played it non-stop for 50 hours. I think it's a really good game.
Yeah. Okay. What have you spent doing most of your time? Is it just the campaign you've spent most?
I spent about 30 hours doing the campaign.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just running around, just blowing shit up, running to the top of mountains and just killing dragons and stuff.
Is the world quite
huge?
Huge?
It's huge, James.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I mean, I've got it. I played about 10 minutes and it was lagging, so I stopped.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll probably turn down the settings or something. I was really surprised that it was lagging.
If it lags, just turn down the shadows. That's what does all the lag. If you turn off turn shadows down to low, it shouldn't lag.
Yeah.
Especially with your computer.
Yeah, maybe it's because
I've got a load of graphics mods on mine now, so HD texture packs.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of the dual screen or something. But anyway, so yeah, you mainly for the campaign. Do you do a lot of what is it, Hearthfire or something?
I haven't got. I've got the Dawn Guard.
Yeah.
I've done about 3 hours of that, but it's just I don't want to get back in it again because when I completed it with my main character, I made him up to level 99 with hacks and stuff because I was like, oh, let's see what it'd be like to have all the spells and fire and shit.
Yeah.
And I kind of ruined him by just messing with it. So I started it again, and I've got up to about level 7, but it's the same thing over again. I know it sounds bad, but it's just travelling between all the towns. The first time around it was really cool to see the world, but doing it again.
So not much replayability, no?
No, if you keep your main character and then get him up to whatever level you get to when you're finished, there's definitely, you can keep playing on to do all the side missions. There's enough side missions to last you 100 hours. But I think it's just because I messed him up. It's doing a campaign again. I don't like doing the same thing twice.
Yeah.
I'm impatient, so. But no, I think most people definitely easy to rack up 50 hours on it just by the campaign alone. So
yeah,
it's definitely a really good game.
Okay. Very good. My game of the year?
Your game of the year.
My game of the year.
Come on, James, you're meant to have these answers prepared.
I know. Does it have to be console or anything?
Be whatever it wants, as long as it's a game.
See, because I'd be probably really boring and say
Formula
1 2012. Although I've not been very good at it, so
yeah.
Yeah, I think Assassin's Creed 2, to be honest. I know it's not really.
That came out ages ago.
Yeah, but that's the one I've been playing most.
Creed 3?
It's probably going to be my game, because I really got into it loads. I've been playing quite a lot of it. And obviously, we're looking forward to every game in 2013. What did you get for Christmas? Let's just give the viewers a bit of information.
Me?
Yes.
I
Game
got
related, obviously.
Far Cry 3.
Mhm.
I got some perfume, got some shower gel.
Wait, game related, you know.
Far Cry 3 and Halo 4. Far Cry 3, I don't know. It's
Roxio
weird.
Game Capture HD?
Who did?
You?
Are you giving me your one?
I'm giving you my Dazzle.
Your Dazzle. Your Fedazzle.
My Bedazzle. Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm
Maybe
nice.
when I get money, I'll get a good capture card if you want me to.
Yeah, please do.
Um,
Then give me my Dazzle back. But yeah, no, out of Halo 4 on Far Cry 3, summary of the playtime and the enjoyment.
Far Cry 3, about an hour, probably. It looks really nice though, I have to say. But I think you have to get into it first, like unlock the guns and whatever. I just haven't sat down and got into it. Hasn't like hooked me straight away. But Halo 4, I've done a couple of missions. I prefer Halo 4 over Far Cry 3 at the moment. I've done a couple of missions. Multiplayer's a lot better than Halo 3 in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, Halo 4, yeah, I'd say out of the two.
Very nice, very nice. I didn't get anything gaming. Well, got an HDMI splitter.
You got a motherboard, a
That
little
was-
mini motherboard.
Oh yeah, I've got an Arduino board for my little electronic stuff. Yeah, so that's been quite good. But mostly it's saving up for this new Uber PC, which should hit sometime within the next 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
How are
What?
you getting money? That's ridiculous. You don't even have a job, James.
7 months maybe then. God. Give it a rest. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like we've got to the end of the show, which
A couple of minutes.
it's been quite a good one. We've only had, obviously, Burloin and DJ Javo.
We don't need Painey.
You heard it
It's
from
for
him
him.
first. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully look out for the update video, which will be coming soon. And have a very good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And we hope to see a lot of you in 2013. Hope to get a few more viewers and, you know, keep up the production quality and making it better. So yeah,
we can't make it any worse.
look forward to Let's Plays and live streams. Right, let's see you later.
Adios. Are we still alive?
Roar for the Dino King.